before we go live, a request to all the awardees, all the members here, do send the link to your family and friends so that they can celebrate with you.
So shall we share the same link, the link which we have joined, used to join?
And they can also do it on FB.
Okay, thank you.
Simran ma'am, you can start it. I have started the recording. The FB live will be starting soon.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Indrani.
Yeah.
And a very, very, very warm welcome to each one of you. What a special, special day this is. What a special evening it is. And good afternoon, good evening from whichever part of the world you're joining us. And I want each one of us to imagine that we are absolutely sitting in an award show. And this is our music playing. I want everybody to clap. Come on. I can see you all clapping. Super. Some of them swaying. Yes, we can do that. Yes. Imagine we are just all sitting down and just like a big auditorium, and this is our first anniversary celebration. Okay, we'll come back to this music again. And thank you all for joining me. And I am right now in between you all and the award ceremony and the inauguration and the cake cutting. So let's look what we have in store today. All right, can we have a big round of applause? ECDF Pinnacle Education Awards 2020, and this is also a curtain raiser of our digital conference training program with speakers, panelists all over the world. A very, very, very warm welcome. And this is what is... so this is what is in store for us today. So we have, of course, we are welcoming each one of you, and we are welcoming each one of our followers, our members, their family, their friends. We will have an inaugural speech by Dr. Navi. It's a very, very special day for her, and I can see that she has been excited since morning. I'm not sure whether she has had sleep last night. And this is our first anniversary celebration. We will also be talking to our members, and of course, very special this evening is the awards. So let's get going, and I am going to play the music again. Let's put our hands together and invite Dr. Wasabi. Good evening, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Simran. I hope I'm audible.
No, very well.
And thank you so much. And first of all, a warm welcome to all of you for joining us today on our first anniversary celebration. And my heartiest congratulations to all the winners of the ECDF Pinnacle Education Awards 2020 second edition. This 1 year has been an incredible journey. Last year on this day, we flagshipped ECDF, initiative of DNA Foundation for Children and Women Welfare. And then there was no looking back. Right after the first Early Childhood National Conference 2020 at Guwahati and first edition of the ECDF Pinnacle Awards, a training program was organized for the early childhood educators. Workshops for parent orientation and campaigns like anti-bullying were organized to create awareness among them. After several training programs and workshops in March 2020, ECDF planned another workshop with the educators at the Tejpur University. But we were unable to conduct this workshop because of the onslaught of the COVID pandemic around that time. Whatever may be the circumstances, learning never stops. So ECDF shifted to the online platform and resumed its endeavor to brainstorm and share the best practices of early childhood education, care and education. We conducted webinars on various topics ranging from facing challenges together, raising secure children in an uncertain world, emotional and mental health and well-being of children in COVID times, strategies to boost brain power in early years, parenting in pandemic, and NEP 2020 redefining preschools, besides the many others that we had conducted. Many parent support programs were also organized, and the first ECDF Online Global Summit was held for 2 consecutive days, in which 22 plus speakers from all over the globe and a gamut of educators joined. One-day certificate courses were held alongside the webinars, and I truly feel that ECDF has not stopped short of delivering what it stands for, even in the midst of these harrowing times. Well, all that we do in terms of training, workshop boils down to one concerted goal that we ardently work towards, and that is to be able to cater to the children of the marginalized sections of the society who are not fortunate enough to receive the best in terms of early childhood care and education. We shall be starting another project in November 2020, and all the details about the same would be updated in our website. No organization can go forward without a team of dedicated people who believe in the goals of the same. I thank all the ECDF members and even the non-members who have devoted their valuable time towards the common goal that we believe in. Many thanks to all from the bottom of my heart. Today, I feel happy and proud to be able to create the ECDF family, an entity that holds the power to bring positive change in the lives of people, and pray that our family grows in leaps and bounds so that we are able to bring a smile on every face. So I welcome you all to become a member of the forum. Please feel free to get in touch with us. Children are our world, and ECDF pledges to go that extra mile to make this world a beautiful place for them and for the generations to come. With this note, I wind up my speech. But before I invite Simran Ballani, ECDF Zonal Head Bangalore, to announce the first round of awards, let me invite one of our members, Dr. Catherine Murray from Australia, to say a few words about her experience with ECDF so far. Hi, Catherine.
Hello, Dr. Vasavi, and hello to everyone who's listening, both in India and everywhere else in the world. What a wonderful day, how exciting, and my heartiest congratulations to everybody in the ECDF team. You've done an amazing job. And I've been fortunate to be a member of ECDF for, I don't know, a number of months now. I've just lost track how long that is. But what I found in my time associated and partnered with ECDF is that there is consistent communication and consistent commitment to early childhood education. And I believe that the organisation is a heart-centred organisation, and that's what I love about it. It's very community-based. It's the heart is in the right place. Because it's all about doing the best that we can for children and parents and all stakeholders that are involved with young children. And I think that it is a really strong driving force behind ECDF to actually be the best or train educators to be the best that they can be for the children that we serve. And it's my honour to be part of the forum. So thank you, Dr. Vasavi.
Thank you, Dr. Catherine, for your kind words and for your words of appreciation. And see, we are educators, and basically, as educators, we are associated with children, and we kind of, we have a day-to-day interaction. But what is your opinion about, educators joining such forums so that they keep updated? So do you think that we need, like every lawyers have a lawyers association, different associations where they keep updated about the best practices? So what would you say that how important it is for the educators to be part of such forums, where they can learn, share, and upgrade themselves?
Well, I think it's really important. And yes, there is a lot of knowledge sharing and there is a lot of strategies discussed and skill development with all of the presentations that are done and all of the training that ECDF provides. But I think it's even more than that. It's part of being a community, and it's part of being, it's individually, we're part of something bigger and we give back. Because as much as the presenters offer and with information and knowledge and research and strategies, it's about that networking between all of us. So it's not just about the presentation, it's about building a community of early childhood people who are focused on supporting the lives of young children. And we do it together as part of a community because it's much bigger than any of us individually.
Thank you, Dr. Kathy. My last question to you, and then we hand over to Simran for the awards. What is your message to the educators joining us today from all over the globe?
Well, I think my biggest message is if you're involved with children, whether you're a parent or whether you're an educator or whether you're a stakeholder in some way that's involved with children, I think give yourselves a pat on the back to start with and think about all of the great work that you're already doing and where we can go together as a team of early childhood educators and early childhood developers. I think if you're sitting in on the presentations over this next week that you should be prepared to take some notes, write down some ideas, listen to the information that's provided to you by the experts that are coming to you from all over the world that ECDF has partnered with. So, you know, this is a huge opportunity for you. So make sure you take some notes and relate what you hear to your own circumstance, your own classroom, your own family, your own interaction with children. How does this relate to you? So the information you're hearing, what does that mean for you and what you're going to do when you're interacting with children? But the biggest thing I think is when we go to conferences or we're part of some sort of knowledge sharing like this, it's just the worst thing you can do is just walk away and say, well, that was really interesting, and then do nothing with the information. Take the information with you, take the notes with you, and put some strategies in place with your own children in your classroom or in your home or whatever area that you work in. And I think that's the biggest thing. So I think we're part of a big community. Take advantage of that, take some notes, get some strategies, and then try some new ways with children.
Thank you, Kathy, for joining us all the way from Australia. And now is the time for the awards. And over to you, Simran.
A very, 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 very big round of applause for Dr. Vasavi and Dr. Catherine. See, there is so much we can accomplish virtually, right? So we start our awards ceremony. And let's proceed to, let's start the show. Yes, and let's proceed to the first category of award. And the first category of award is Best Principal of the Year. And let's put our hands together for Miss Priyanka from Singing Birds Nursery, Dubai. A huge round of applause. Best Principal of the Year also goes to Pratima Srivastava, Vidyasagar Preschool, Bangalore, my place, Karnataka. And Best Principal of the Year is Ela Violet, Dudupi English Medium School, Sindanur, Karnataka. Woo! Best Principal of the Year, Sobhima Jogita Devi, Nawa, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong, but I'll try my best. Nawa Logansky, Impal, Manipur. Best Principal of the Year, Meenakshi Mehra, Sri Chaitanya School, Chennai. Best Principal of the Year, Divya R. Uni, Experts Kids Preschool, Ahmedabad, Gujarat. Best Principal of the Year, Sweta Bagul, Bright Beginning International Preschool, Thane, Mumbai.
Yeah.
All right, so let's welcome our next category with us. So the next category is Best Faculty of the Year, and let's see the awardees. Best Faculty of the Year is Amrit Nagpal, Birla Open Mind Schools, Mumbai. Best Faculty of the Year, Priyanka Tandon, Delhi Public School, Gurgaon. Best Faculty of the Year, Tribeni Fukan Datta, Takshar Vidyapet, Tezpur, Assam. Best Faculty of the Year, Shivani Vaidya, Okilaben Dhirubhai Ambani, Reliance Foundation School, Jamnagar, Gujarat. All right, I will invite Dr. Vasavi back again to talk a few words and also speak to our members. Thank you.
Thank you, Simran, and heartiest congratulations to all the winners of the first two categories that we announced today. We got lots and lots of entries, and we selected, the really deserving ones. And now coming to one of our esteemed members, Dr. Sue Allingham. She's joined us from London. And Dr. Sue has been an ECDF member right from the start. I mean, like about 6 months after we started the forum. So yes, Dr. Sue, I would like to hear from you the experience you had with ECDF so far.
Well, I came across ECDF because two of my colleagues and friends were presenting, and I saw their adverts, if you like. And I was so excited when you invited me to join and present as well. The things I've been involved in so far, I mean, for example, there are two people in the audience today that I wouldn't have met, Tanya and Kathy. I wouldn't have met them, and obviously yourself, if I hadn't been involved in this. So it's about making connections, it's meeting new people, and it's giving me a whole different perspective to my thinking. And I think, I mean, I would like to reiterate Kathy's words on that. Early childhood education and development is top of the agenda at the moment across the world. And if we don't speak with that one voice, having reflected on everything that's happening throughout the world, then it's going to get to be an increasing muddle. It's that whole global perspective thing, isn't it? And it was interesting to hear your opening speech about the reasons why it started and the children that you are looking out for. It's such a huge movement. And it's also, I mean, I was thinking about earlier, the United Nations Conventions for the Rights of the Child. We need a whole global move to support those children and their rights. And at the moment, it feels to me as if they're going a bit missing somewhere. Sorry. I'm already a member, I'm a trustee, in fact, and I don't know how many people internationally will know this, but in the UK, we have Early Education, which is the British Association for Early Childhood Education, and I'm a trustee of that. So I have a United Kingdom understanding of what's going on, but to be honoured to be part of a whole international picture is, well, it's fascinating, and it gives me a very different perspective to what I do.
Thank you, Dr. Sue. And yes, we have been, doing lot of programs where there are a lot of exchange of thoughts, the workshops, we've come to understand what's happening in UK, what's happening in Australia, what's happening in Dubai, in the schools, and what we need to do even in China. So what do you think is, the binding factor that
one second, doctor. I think somebody in the audience is not on the mute. So except for Dr. Vasavi and who, can I request everybody to be on the mute? I think Ms. Arzu, if you could kindly go on mute.
Yeah, so there's an echo actually. So yeah, so we have been having these programs and, a lot of exchange of ideas. And also, how do you think, educators from all over the globe would benefit from such kind of interactions and networking? Dr. Su, over to you.
From my point of view, we have a saying in another group I'm part of in this country: together we are stronger. And the whole point of all of this is, unless across the world the early childhood educators speak with one voice, the messages get so mixed. The for want of a better expression, the people who tell us what to do get mixed messages and maybe go down the wrong route. So the fact that everyone across the world is being able to come together through ECDF and mesh their thinking and give people different roads to follow, different books to read, different bits of research to look at, to widen their thinking, it's going to get increasingly decimated. So the whole point of all of this is that together we're stronger.
Absolutely.
It's a bit like the Tafariki stuff in New Zealand about the woven mats. If we don't weave together with our thinking and have an international viewpoint of an early childhood development or an early childhood education, then it's going to become very complicated and children won't get the experience they deserve.
Absolutely, Dr. Su, I agree to what you say. And very quickly, your message to the educators joining us today.
I think I will reiterate the message for the people joining us today is that together we are stronger, and long live this kind of association that pulls us together. Thank you.
Thank you. And now we are waiting for our second round of awards that Simran is going to announce. And Simran, over to you.
And Simran begins with her music. Let's create that excitement. Let's imagine we are all in a big bliss. Superb. All right, so thank you, Dr. Catherine and Sue, to speaking with us. And yes, it has been a wonderful journey, and it's so comforting to know that the heading this organization is a person who's so passionate about this cause. So a big round of applause for Dr. Vasavi and all her members. All right, so let's move on to our next category, Best Preschool Chain in India. All right, and the awardee is Hello Kids. All the team members of Hello Kids, a big round of applause to you. And Tender Petals. Moving on to the next category, Best Standalone Preschool in India is Green Core Montessori Preschool, Siliguri, West Bengal. And the representation is done by Hirak Sarkar. Moving on to the next one, Roots Preschool, Pinuskia, Assam. And the representation is by Mitali Roy. My Second Home School, New Delhi, represented by Mamta Yadav. Pleasure Point School, Teachpur, Assam, represented by Ruby Sarma. And once again, I invite Dr. Vasavi to say a few words and our members to speak. Thank you so much.
Heartiest congratulations to all the winners of the 2 categories that Simran had announced. And I would invite Sana Fatima. I hope she's there, Sana. She's joining us from UAE, and she has been one of the resource persons, and she was even giving a few workshops. So Sana, what has been your experience with ECDF? I hope Sana is with us. Or I go to Indrani. She is working with us, and she's been a core member who is working so hard for ECDF. So my question to Indrani, who has joined ECDF right from the start, is what is her experience so far? So we're just waiting for Sana to join in. In the meanwhile, Indrani, over to you.
Yeah, hello everyone. Myself Indrani Chaudhary, and I work as the coordinator in ECDF. I have joined this forum back in December last year, just after its inception. And when I joined, I was naive to early childhood care and education. I didn't know much about it. But recently, when I have worked with so many knowledgeable people in this field, I have learned and realized how important are the early years of a child is. And there is so much work to be done as educators and parents with these children so that they develop their maximum in these years. And while working for the journal EdClan, I have also noticed so many beautiful articles from the early childhood experts, which helped me learn a lot about this sector. So thank you, ECDF, for letting me this platform to learn and grow. Thank you.
Thank you, Indrani. That's been wonderful. And yes, she mentioned EdClan. We are coming up with the October issue of EdClan, and soon we'll be releasing the same. And we also invite articles for the upcoming issue, which is this is a quarterly journal. So in next 3 months, we'll come up with the next issue. And ECDF educators who are also writers and who can, write about the core competencies can share their articles with us. You can mail us to ecdfinfo2019@gmail.com. We'll be glad to receive your articles and also publish them. Over to you, Simran, until Sana joins us, and you can continue with the awards. Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Vasavi. And I'll take a minute to talk about membership. So when we talk about membership, a lot of people keep thinking that, well, I am contributing to some cost or the other. But when you are a member of an organization like ECDF, you're committed to the cause. All right. And this organization is really doing a lot of things which are actually making a difference. And this is from my personal experience, because before I was going to join ECDF, I had done a thorough research. And with that, I got to know that the work that ECDF is doing is remarkable. And they are actually going to the ground level and making a difference. And they're trying to get inputs from all the members. So each one of us in this forum can have our say and make a difference. So if you are already a member, thank you very much. And I would request you to invite your friends, family to join us and become a member. Reach various parts of country and the world. All right, I would request all the audience to go on mute, please, so that we can enjoy our
Hello, Ma. Hello, Kimi.
Can I request everybody to be on the mute, please? Yes, so let's move on to the next category. All right. Yes, I was muted too. All right. So I'm back here. Innovation in early learning and child development. Such a very important category at this times that we are in, because we have moved to the online and we're working with all children. And this for me is a very, very important segment to get an award. And let's see the recipients. Helen Betley, Music and Movement, London, UK. Ajit Balan, Cosmopolitan Sri Balakrishna Walia Pre-Primary School, Mumbai. Amrit Nagpal, Birla Open Minds, Mumbai. Anisha Sahani, Prometheus School, New Delhi. Arzu Fidai Rupani, Enriching Early Learning, Mumbai. Kavita K. Roy, Oxford World School, Pune. Pragati Tole, Hello Kids Preschool, Bengaluru. Smriti Agarwal, Vibgyor Group of Schools, Mumbai. Sonamane Sujata, Happy Days Preschool, Aurangabad, Maharashtra. Kanika Manocha, Khaitan Public School, Saibad, UP. Pallavi Puri, Made Easy School, Gurgaon, Haryana. Dr. Anupama Tahale, Genius Tots Preschool, Nasik, Maharashtra. Ritika Grover, ECE Expert, New Delhi. And this is so inspiring just to read this. Most inspiring woman leader in education. Do you think this category we should play a little bit music so that our audiences? All right. Penny Tessoni, Early Years Consultant, UK. Anju Badwar, Ram Global School, Gurgaon, Haryana. Sanjana Bakshi Datta, DAV Public School, New Delhi. Mridusmita Pukan, Shameford School, Gulyan, Assam. And I go over to Dr. Vasavi if we have found our member speak.
Heartiest congratulations to the winners of the categories that Simran announced. And I can see Sana there, but I don't know whether she's having some problems or I'll just wait for about 2-3 seconds for her to join if she's there. Sana, are you there? And in case she's not, but she's there, but I can't hear her exactly. So in that case, we can move on with the awards.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Dr. Vasavi. This all song is for all our award recipients. Oh. My apologies. My slideshow went on to the first page. Thank you for being patient with me. All right, and now our next category is Outstanding Woman Educationist. And join your hands to congratulate the first recipient, Dr. Payal Shivani, ECE Expert, Abu Dhabi. Asnaha Fareen Abdul Qadir, Mola International School, Dhaka, Bangladesh. Tanya Joshi, the Pathway School, Noida, UP. Vijaya Srivastava, Asha Modern School, Vanasi, UP. And the next category is Top Franchised Preschool Chain in India. The first one is for the school Shanti Junior Preschool, Vaishno Devi, Jammu, represented by Aditya D. Shah. Maple Bear Canadian Preschool South, Shiv Prasad SB, Center Director. And Award for Excellence in Special Needs Education, and a big round of applause for the awardees in this segment, because this is a very special segment to work with these children. And the first awardee is Kirti Pramod Kawale, Kinder Dreams Preschool, Alibag, Maharashtra. Subha Goswami, Mata Bhagwanti Chara, Niketan School, Bangalore, Karnataka. Top emerging standalone preschool in India. Akashi Mehta, Leroy Early Learning Habitat, Lucknow, UP. Best infrastructure in Northeast India. Aditya Kumar More, New Horizon Academy, Bukhat, Assam.
Aditya.
And with this, we come to the end of the award ceremony. I thank each one of you and I congratulate each one of you on receiving this award. What a prestigious event, and what a wonderful way to celebrate our first anniversary. I hand it over back to Dr. Vasavi to tell us what is next. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Simran. Heartiest congratulations to all. And we are going to publish all the awardees' names along with the photographs in the upcoming EdPlan, and we'll be sending a copy of the same. I mean, it's going to be an e-magazine, so we'll be sending the e-copies to all the recipients. We have also taken into note in case there is some error in the spelling or something, we'll just look into that, and all the awards would be sent out to you very soon, right after the Navratris, because in India, this is a celebration time, and we have just started with the Navratris, and it's going to go on for another 3-4 days, probably 5 days. And then once we are back to office on 26th, we will be sending all of the awards to the recipients. And most importantly, if there is any changes that is required, if there's any slight spelling or any changes that is required, kindly mail us so that we take that into note. And Simran, you have been very vital in, you have been very connected with us in these months since you've taken membership of ECDF, and you're very active. So tell me about your experience with ECDF.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Vasavi, for asking me this question. So as I said, and I spoke about the membership, and I took my time to join an organization because I definitely wanted to give it back, but I also wanted to make a difference. I just didn't want to be a member and just be there. So for me, my first point was seeing the passion in you. And then, of course, when I read about your organization, I saw the work you do, and you're not only limited to the early childhood segment. You have also done a lot of work in the flood relief and other causes also, which many of people here might not know. So for me, that was a first factor, which was making it meaningful for me to add to my giving it back to the community. Second is when we plan for the events, when we are doing training programs, I see the passion of doing the best that we can. Also, during these 3-4 months that I have been there, we have touched upon very important topics like parenting in pandemic, stress management for educators, or NEPs for that matter. So we are trying to stay at par with what is happening in today's world. Additionally, we are also... All right, sorry, I was on mute. So in addition to that, we are doing training programs for educators. The proceeds are going back to the good cause. And I do have very regular calls with Dr. Vasavi, and her dreams, her vision, her project. That is, I can't wait for Corona to get over and actually implement what she wants to do at ground level. I mean, she's doing everything that she can as a team and pulling us together, giving us those goals, which we can do online, but we are planning to do a lot of things in schools, physically in South India, all over India, and I'm sure the members outside India are doing their bit. So this has been my experience, and the excitement is on, and it is a good kind of a satisfaction that I'm giving it back in the right forum. I hope I answered your question, Doc.
Thank you, Simran. Very kind of you. And stay associated, and let us all join hands together and move forward. And with this, I thank everyone who has taken out time in today's in a working day today and join us for the award ceremony. Heartiest congratulations, all the winners once again. And we move on to our next session. And that is our first session today that we are starting. And it will be conducted by Rabiah Bhatia. I request Indrani to give a short introduction of Rabiah before she starts with her session. And I request all the members to hold on. We have only a 30-minute session, so you can just be there and listen to what important things she has to say, to make notes like Dr. Catherine already said, and take it back to your schools. And even tomorrow, we are coming up with 2 sessions at 4:30, and it's going to last about half an hour to both sessions. 5:30 by 5:30 IST, we are going to be done. And I think this is a great opportunity for all the educators, because this is the holiday period, and 1 hour of dedicated, listening to the speakers who are coming and sharing experience and networking would help them even during this holiday season. Thank you so much. And Indrani, over to you to introduce Rabiah before she comes.
Sorry, can I take a minute, please? Just before
Sure.
we come to Indrani. So this is a very good forum to learn. For us in ECDF, we have specialized. The webinars are more like training sessions than just webinars. So as it was told earlier, please take notes, make notes of what are the important points, the innovations, the ideas that are working for some of the experts here in this new normal. Can we make a note of it? And yes, it's a well worth spending that 30 minutes. So we look forward to seeing you for all the days. And I hope you can take away as much as is possible from these 5 days. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Simran. Over to you, Indrani.
Now, I'd like to welcome Ms. Rabiah Bhatia. She'll be speaking on the topic, Be Their Favorite Teacher, a Parent's Role in Child Development. Rabiah Bhatia is a spoken English trainer certified with British Council, and she has been awarded by Rex Karmavir Fellowship Global Awards and Rex Karmavir Bronze Awardee, as well as by FWAS Innovative Education Awards 2020 for her contribution towards society. So I welcome Ms. Rabiah Bhatia to start her session.
Thank you so much, Indrani, and thank you, Dr. Vasavi, for giving me this platform, plus giving me an opportunity to be here on this special occasion of ECDF. I heartily congratulate ECDF and Dr. Vasavi and the team for completing 1 year, and on such a big day, the awards have been conducted. Awards function has been conducted, that too very nicely as a virtually, which the credit goes to Dr. Vasavi, Simran, Indrani, everybody of you. So I really wish to congratulate you once again. And without any delays, I'll start with this session. But before I start, I just want to give a piece of introduction about myself, what I exactly do. So it's a brief introduction which actually Indrani has given. I'm a certified spoken English trainer by British Council. I'm an educator, I'm a mentor, I'm a HR professional too, as well as I'm a branding and PR expert for education sector and the NGOs. And I'm the most important thing. I'm a mother, I'm a parent. And being an educationist, being an educator along with a mother, it gives a huge responsibility when you are a teacher, when you are a mentor, as well as you are a parent. Because till the time you're not a parent by heart, you cannot be an educator by heart. This is what I feel, and this is what my experience says. Being a teacher or being an educator or being a mentor to your students, the most important factor, the most important piece is that you have to be one of them. You have to be their friends actually, rather than just to give them a knowledge or give them instructions actually. Because in today's world, be it a 3-year-old child or be it a 10-year-old child or be it a teenager, nobody would is happy to take instructions or kind of a lecture from their parent or a teacher. Everybody seeks support, a guidance, a mentoring actually. So this is all about I would like to share. And with to start with, I would like to show a small presentation which I have made according to my experience working as an educator and a parent. So, Simran, can I just share the screen if you allow me?
Yes, I think so. You
Let me
should
just
be
try.
able to share.
Sure, let me just try it. Yeah, I am. So I hope it is visible.
It's coming up. Yes, we can see it.
Okay.
If you can do it full screen, that would be nice.
All right. So I'll just try to do a full screen. Okay, perfect. I think. I think it is full screen, Simran.
I can't.
Is it better?
No, we can't. It is not full screen. We can still see the. If you can go to, yeah, just do the slideshow, then we should be good.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yes,
So,
it's perfect.
Perfect
now.
Perfect. And so now the topic is, it's a very close to my heart topic. Be their favorite teacher, a parent's role in child development. We all know that parents are teachers too. This when a child is born, their home is the first school. Their parent is the first teacher. So how we can engage with our kids, with our children effectively to make them understand what is right and what is wrong. As I said, that the role of the parent or an educator is not to only instruct the child or give teaching to the child or give bookish knowledge to the child, but at the same point of time, the role of the parent or an educator is to provide encouragement, the support, and access to the activities that enables the child to master key development tasks, which is why it is called the parent is the child's first teacher and should remain their best teacher throughout their life. Why it's a need? It's a need for a parent to be a teacher? A parent's contribution to their child's early development is as strong as influence as early education. For example, your child is not reading properly or he is not at the end of first they what they reading side at home as well. You have to read with them, you have to sing with them so as to make a strong engagement and strong bonding with your child. Study says that 34% of all US fourth graders can read proficiently, and 70% of all fourth graders who qualify for free lunch can read proficiently. As the study says, the millions of American children are growing up with the risk factor that predict that they will not succeed in the world, they will inherit. Why? They see, whatever they inherit from our side, from the parent side, I think that is the most essential teaching they get. That is the most essential guidance they get from a teacher or from a parent. So I think the school success largely is determined by the age 3, as we all know that human brain development, there are various stages when it comes to the child's brain development. So for that, we require three basic things. Basic language and communication skills. These are the first formed during child's first 3 years. And language experience before age 3 is an excellent predictor of reading ability in third grade. So before, what happens when they are enhancing their language skills? They first need to read. They first need to understand the word. They first need to understand how to join the words. So that case, not only school is responsible, but the parent is also responsible. After 3 years of age, it is increasingly difficult to make up for differences in early earlier experiences. If we are not taking care in these 3 years, believe me, it would be very difficult for the child to learn after the age of 3 years. As we all say, again, I'm repeating the same, parents are teachers too. A parent is a child's first teacher and should remain their best teacher throughout life. Functioning as a coach, the parent exposes the child to age appropriate challenges to encourage development, as well as the experiences that allow the child to explore on their own and learn from interacting with the environment. It clearly says that the experiences, their personal experiences, the environmental experiences, these are the major factors through which a child learns a lot many things when it comes to a parent as a teacher. They learn lot many things when they are at home. They learn how you make a relationship bonding with your grandparents, with your in-laws, with your siblings, with your own parents, and with your extended family. So these are the lot many experiences they learn. You need to be their coach. You need to understand that what is happening in their mind. For that, you need to make a very strong bonding with your child. Now let's learn how parent can make a difference. Serve and return. Frequent back and forth interactions with the child strengthens the wiring of the development. We have to be very frequent. You have to be the interaction has to be frequent. You can't just wait for an hour or for 2 hours and let the child do what they want to do and then you come back with the interaction. Keep talking to your child, whether 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, or a teenager. I'll just share a few experiences during the lockdown, during the pandemic. My own daughters are they're in the college. What is happening? We all know that this pandemic, this lockdown has taken a toll in each and everyone's life, be it as a parent, be it as a teacher, be it any human being, be it any individual, especially the students. Why? They are not able to go to their schools or colleges, not able to talk to their friends, not able to meet their, teacher physically, not able to meet their friends physically, due to which they are feeling very stressed out, they're feeling frustrated. So if at home they're not getting that kind of support from a parent, believe me, they'll go under depression. My daughters, they are in college though, but they still need my attention, they still need my time, they still need my focus on them. Not focusing not what they are doing, focusing what they require actually, what they need actually, what is going on in their mind, what they have to talk about. Believe me, these things makes a lot of difference when it comes to understand the life experiences when you are exchanging your views with your child. So back and forth interactions with your child strengthens their development. Read aloud 15 minutes daily. As we just read about the reading part, please read with your toddlers when they are building their oral language and thinking skills. Read about 15 minutes daily with them and let them turn pages. They have a habit of turning pages because they like colorful pictures, they like colorful different pictures of animals, birds. So let them turn the pages, but at least give those 15 to 20 minutes of your time. I know it is difficult for a parent when it comes to especially this during this lockdown, because we are working 24 by 7. So however, please take out your 20 minutes of 15 to 20 minutes of your time to give your time to your child when it comes to the reading side, when it comes to the talking side. Now, another side of the story. Please help your child to become a storyteller. How you can do that? Have a dialogue. It increases their vocabulary side. It enhances their thinking and phonological skills, as well as print and book knowledge. The more reading, the more dialogue, the more vocabulary the better vocabulary and the better thinking and the better skill set. Talking to your child, as we discussed, please have daily interactions. Understand, talking, I know at the age of 3, 4, 2, 3, kids are not able to talk, but whether it is a 3-year-old kid or a 5-year-old kid, you have to talk so that you can listen. They can talk to you. Till the time they won't talk to you, they're not able to take out their stress and they will not have a sound sleep. Then use technology. You know, we are becoming digitally equipped now. So use technology to explore audiobooks, maybe during the car rides or long bus rides. Rhyming, you can switch on the rhymes and they will enjoy the music as well as they will try to understand what they are talking, what is happening in the rhyme. And believe me, they pick up the words very quickly. I have a 1.5-year-old nephew who is unable to go to school, the play school, the pre-primary school, he's a toddler. Schools are closed currently. So, however, my sister-in-law, she always used technology in such a way that my nephew is able to learn lot many things through these rhymes, through these songs, English songs, which are like, you know, animated movies. Actually, they play animated movies also. So they are able to understand and they're able to recognize those characters. And they've started talking, they've started using those, they've started joining, he has started joining those words and able to recognize and name those characters. So it is very easy and it is very important to you for a parent to become a teacher. Have fun. Now, when it comes to have fun, as we are talking about using the technology, sing a song with your child so that they can understand the music, they can understand the rhythm. Plus, play word games. They will be able to make words actually. So, as we already spoke about, you know, children's phonological skills with sounds and words, we have spoken about rhyming, alliteration. So, we need to understand that these games you can play in the bathtub, you can play while changing the nappies. You can have a cuddle, you can have cuddles with your child when you're changing the diaper or when you're feeding your child. These things make a strong bonding with your child, which is very important. Coming to social and emotional connections, using language, speaking, using body language and gestures, communicating and understanding what others say is a very important part of social and economic understanding and a economic social engagement. Thinking skills, including learning, understanding, problem solving, and reasoning and remembering. These are again a part of very economic and cognitive skills. When it comes to social, as we all know, it is very important when you are stressed out or your child is stressed out that you need to have a relationship, strong relationships with your families, with your extended families, with your teachers, and with your environment, in your environment as well. So these are the social engagements we are talking about, which is very important so that your child can understand what all relationships are important, what all people are important, who can make a strong difference in the child's life. So that is where I would like to say that that is why parents are teachers too and have to be a teacher for throughout the life for your child. Now I think very important is just an example. I always share this example as a pledge with my parents whenever I'm in a parenting session. Show my child that I value education as a family member. We always need to kind of take a pledge that we as a parent we value education. Read with my child and encourage my child to be a reader. Talking to young children establishes foundations for learning language during early critical periods when learning is easiest for a child. Take time for a day to talk with my child about his or her school and summer vacations or advantages work. Participate in classrooms, schools, and summer advantage activities. Become actively involved in the decision making processes within the classroom, school, summer vacations that affect my child's education. These are the few critical points which I really want all parents to take a pledge so that they can be an important part in their child's life as a teacher, as a mentor. I pledge to become involved and stay involved for education is a key to success and is one of the greatest gifts I can give to my child. Talking about the critical role of parents, what happens during the first months and years of life matters a lot. Not because this period of development provides an indelible blueprint for adult well being, but because it sets either a standard sturdy or a fragile state for what follows. The performance advantage among students whose parents read to them in early school years is evident regardless of the family's socio-economic background. Who That is the reason I'm again and again repeating myself that parents have to be their teachers because they play a vital role whether it comes to a social engagement or whether it comes to their education side or their character building. It is very important that we have to be always there as their mentor, as their teacher. You know, as I say that we have to be their teacher or we have to be their mentor. Not many things a child learns from their parents, from their families, from their close environment, close society. Now, you need to understand when it comes to a close bonding between a parent and a child, we need to understand a child's uniqueness as well. I know not many parents, we compare our child with another child, be it kind of, my child is not getting 60%, 80% marks, that child is getting 60, 80% marks. My child is not good in reading, my child is not good in writing. I think these things we should not compare about, we should not be worried about. Believe me, for that matter, marks doesn't make a child's destiny. Be it our destiny or be it the child's destiny, marks doesn't make a destiny. What makes your child's destiny is the character and their talent, their uniqueness in there. And believe me, every child, every person has their own strengths, every person has its own uniqueness, every person has their own talents. We just need to have a strong bonding with our child so that we can understand their uniqueness and help them to grow. We understand that as we are talking about these uniquenesses, we also need to understand the temperaments of a child. All children, they have a different temperaments. They grow at their own pace, and this pace actually varies from child to child. So that is the reason. Please have positive expectations about what children can do and hold on to the belief that they will succeed. Do not compare. The most important factor, please do not compare your child with the another child. As I said, everybody has their own uniqueness. Let them grow on their own. Let them be them. Don't force them to live your life or to fulfill your dreams. Let them fulfill their own dreams. Everybody has their own dream. Please take care of yourself too, because it is very important. If you are having a healthy well-being and healthy state of mind, your child will learn from you, because it is important. As the child is 12 hours with you or 24 hours, 16 to 18 hours with you only. So you need to take best care of yourself. At the same point of time, if you are taking care of yourself, only then you'll be able to take care of your child as well. If your health is not up to mark, or you are going under stress, or you are not in a healthy well-being, believe me, you will not be able to take care of your child as well. You'll always feel frustrated, and that frustration comes out on your child only. I have experienced myself as a parent. We all have ups and downs in life. Having said that, as parents are teachers, we have to be strong in front of our kids. If we are not strong, we are becoming weak. That is where it needs attention, your attention, that you can't be weak in front of your kids. Though everybody has their own sentiments, everybody has goes through emotions and all. Having said that, take out your frustration or your emotions in a closed room so that your child should not be able to see that because that affects his well-being. Helping now, let's understand, in case your child is undergoing any kind of stress, how would you help your child to manage that stress? This is very important. I think I shared some time ago on a social media as well, which is very important, and I think we all as parents learn to do to help our child to cope up with the stress. Let's understand how. Be supportive and listen to their concerns. Give time to your child. Give them extra love and attention. Whether we have time or not, whether we are going through difficult situations or whether we have a lot of work to do, but important, most important part, that you have to give extra time and love to your child. Reassure them that everything will be okay. Very important, reassurance. Only then they'll feel confident and they'll be able to come out of their shell to talk to you what is going through, what is going on in their mind and why they are so stressed out. Speak to them very softly and kindly. At times we take out our frustrations on our kids. Please don't do that. Completely no to that, believe me, for that matter. It actually affects child's brain and development in the brain as well as the physical well-being of a child. Believe me, for that matter. This is what I'm coming up, why I'm sharing these things, because these are coming out of my own personal experiences. I'm sharing all these things. That I think this is the period, lockdown period, this is a pandemic period, and we all are going through some kind of stress and frustration. So I think sharing the personal experience is the most important, and I think very vital to have that kind of connection and bonding and understanding also. So speak to your child very kindly and politely. Stick to your regular routine. Don't change your routine. Be with them on a particular times, 15 minutes reading or 20 minutes giving them bath, feeding time. Address their doubts and questions. If they have any kinds of any questions, for example, while reading time or while singing time or while cuddling time, you will be able to understand. They will share with everything with you. So please clear their doubts. Create a positive environment at home. Very important for you to create a healthy atmosphere, happy atmosphere at home, and positive atmosphere at home. This is very close to my heart. So I'll just read out to you. We have to teach our children how to love, how to bond, how to deal with their emotions, how to have healthy relationships, and how to get out of relationships that are not healthy. Our relationship with them is the one they will come to base all relationships on. Please understand this, that our relationship with a child is the base which helps them to make another relationship. So let's not base it on control and fear. Please make your child free, whatever they want to do. Support them. The most important factor, as I'm talking about, is earlier also I spoke about some pandemic and this lockdown period. You know, it is very important to share this thing with you. Parenting during the pandemic, as you all have read, how to help the child to cope up with the stress level. Now the pandemic is also, stressing up. The child is getting frustrated. They are going through a lot of emotional imbalance. So please understand how we can utilize. We could all use a little extra engagement. High fives and praise go a long way. Give them a high five. Praise them. Make transition easier by talking together about what's happening next. Sit on the floor and let yourself play. Be goofy. Be weird something, believe me, they will love that. Don't be always as a parent, as a structured parent, as a, okay, top of, always up to the mark. Please be goofy and play with your child. Imagination can be a mini vacation for you too. So kind of, vacation, believe me, just understand that you are on a vacation and you have to play with your child. What can my kid actually do in this current mood? Doing it with them or giving choices might help. It's okay to take a few minutes when you are feeling overwhelmed. Notice your emotions before responding. For example, as I said, don't take out your frustrations or anger on your child. Avoid that. It's a complete no. Practice coping thoughts for when things get hectic. As I said, please understand the situations are not same every time. This is pandemic. Later on, we all might go through some other problem. We might go through some other difficult situation. But those hectic situations, don't get them on your head and be a kind of, angry parent or a frustrated parent for your child. Please reset your mood, calm down, relax, and move on. And give more and more hugs, kisses, lap sits, and squeezes to your child. A physical touch to your child makes a very important and positive impact when it comes to little humans managing their stress. Now let's talk about certain food habits, which is again we are responsible as a parent, because we Now, other than as a parent will help the child to understand and to make positive eating habits. So, some of the foods that aids in brain functioning includes proteins, unsaturated fats, vegetables, complex carbohydrates, and sugars. So, some of the specific foods that children should eat more of to stimulate brain function and growth are leafy green vegetables, fish. Example, salmon is the best, variety in fish. Nuts, lean meats, fresh fruits, dairy products. And in addition, drinking lots of water is helpful in learning, maintaining energy levels, and attentiveness. The most important part, don't ask kids what they want to be when they grow up. Ask them what problem they want to solve. This changes the conversation from who do I want to work for to what I do need to learn in order to be able to do that. So, this makes us the best teacher for our child. Rather than perfect your child, perfect your relationship with him or her. That's all. And here I close my presentation. That's all I have to say today. So,
Thank you so much, Rabia, for this wonderful session. And it's indeed a time where, we as parents, we really need to understand this time and also our children and cooperate with them and also, get into their shoes and try to make their lives better because times are such trying that, it really gets difficult. Well,
absolutely.
so we are done with today's awards, the inaugural session and the first opening session that we had with Rabia. And let me announce the upcoming sessions from tomorrow. On 21st, Dr. Sue Allingham, she's starting at 4:30 IST. And her topic is the importance of understanding emotional well-being. Her session would be followed by Azura Abrasid, who is joining us from Hanoi, Malaysia. And she would be talking about supporting mathematical development in young children. On 22nd Thursday, again, we are starting at 4:30. The first session will be conducted by Simran Ballani. Enriching social quotient in the next gen capital is her topic. And the next session would be conducted by Tyron Jones too. He would be joining us from San Francisco, USA. And his topic is leaders in early childhood education, the journey. On Friday, 23rd, we are starting our session at 4:30. The first session would be conducted by Neha Seth, joining us from Delhi, and her topic is how to prepare toddlers for online classes and preschool. And that session would be followed by a session by Garima Srivastava, who will be joining us from Delhi, and her topic is multimodal literacy in early years. The winding up, which is on Monday, Saturday, and Sunday, we would be off because again, I had said that this is the holiday season, so everybody may be taking their time off. Again, we are getting back on Monday, which is 26th, and that's going to be our closing day. First session would be conducted by June O'Sullivan from UK, and her topic is role of social enterprises working with children in early years in addressing child poverty. And the last session of this event would be conducted by Dr. Catherine Moray, joining us from Australia, and her topic is gifted children who have a disability, the truth about twice exceptional children. Here, I would want to reiterate that this we will be certifying those participants who would be joining us every day in Zoom. And for that, kindly log in at 4:30 every day, and we are going to note down and we are going to certify all the participants. And those who may not be able to join us in Zoom in regularly for all the 5 days can watch all the sessions in Facebook or may join in Zoom. But if they miss any session, we would not be able to give a certificate for certificate of participation. Thank you so much, Rabia. Thank you all the attendees today who's joined us all the way from every place and nook and corner of this country and the world. And congratulations to all the winners. And today we wind up and we see you all tomorrow at 4:30. And Dr. Sue, see you tomorrow again. Bye-bye. And a very good evening to everybody. Bye. Have a great day ahead.